that it's kind of actually a little bit like a sports bra with a shelf bra inside, so it's nice and supportive. So this is for hot days, or if I want to dress up to go out, it's nice with this skirt. And then I made these little wool underpants. Actually,
cool.
they're 100% wool.
Now,
And
wool itches like crazy on me.
now feel this.
Oh.
It's merino wool, and
Well, I got something at REI that was merino wool, and it itched so bad. I took it back.
I think maybe some people are allergic to it.
Ah.
And then these are some shorts that I made. They're also merino wool.
Very cool.
And a lovely lace bra.
Yeah, you need that.
And then these are actually lower leg warmers to go on the lower parts of my legs. It's the arms, the sleeves that I cut off of a cashmere sweater. They're 100% cashmere.
Wow.
And so since I have a skirt on that kind of warms the upper part, these add extra warmth to the lower part. Or I can also wear them as additional sleeves
Right.
if I need more warmth on my arms. And then these are detached sleeves as well with little thumb loops at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have gloves, and then here's a third pair of wool leggings that I made. So if it's really cold out, I wear all three pairs on top of each other.
Right.
But another thing about wool is it doesn't smell. You can wear it for until it actually gets dirty. You can wear them for like a week and they don't start to smell. But synthetics and all those fancy tech fabrics and everything
They
that
stink.
are synthetic, they stink really bad. If you sweat a little bit, they smell terrible. And then this is a super absorbent towel, and I use this when I shower. So this is my showering towel. And then also when I wash my wool stuff, then I wrap it up in this and wring it out, and it gets the water out much better without twisting the wool fabric too much.
Oh,
'Cause
very
this
cool.
isn't as flexible as the wool, so it doesn't bend as much. So then this is my bedroll.
What?
It's my bedroll. It contains my my silk sleep sack and my alpaca wool blanket in here.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then this actually came all the way from Santiago, and somebody who already walked the Camino brought it back from Santiago and gifted it to me in Portland. The other people who were going to go on the Camino were all getting really big ones, and I have such small stuff. I wanted a small one, and they mail order them on the internet is how they get them, but she gave me a special one that came all the way from Santiago because it was the only small one. So I thought that was neat. So I just used strips of my wool fabric to tie this stuff up, and these are just pieces of elastic tied in a knot with a button on it. And so if I loop it around here, then have the two buttons to cross over to fasten it over the top of the thing.
Oh.
It's kind of like the hair ties that little girls wear with the little balls on the end. That's how I got that idea. And so just untile this because I need my bed.
How did you learn to do all of this?
I just thought it up. I experimented and I tried all sorts of things. I've been planning for this trip for about 4 months, and I've done a few practice hikes trying to take my gear with me to see if it seems like the right stuff. And as I find out what's not perfect about it, then I make modifications. So these tubular things also I sewed out of that wool that I was talking about. And these actually, they stretch a lot in the width, and I just have little tiny rubber bands fastening one end of it together. But if I wasn't actually using the stuff on my head, then I could actually use these as arm warmers too, because they're open on both ends.
Wow.
So this, like I said, is my silk sleep sack and my alpaca wool poncho. It's 100% wool. Again, if wool makes you itch, you probably wouldn't like it, but this is wonderfully soft and comfy for me.
Alpaca I like. I think it's sheep wool that
Okay,
makes me
because
itch.
alpaca, I guess, comes from, is that from a goat maybe? Or?
It's a big tall thing. It's a big tall thing.
So these are just like elastic bands that I just sewed out of elastic. So, one more. So, okay, this is my silk sleep sheet. It's almost all silk. It has 4% lycra in it, so it's actually stretchy
Oh, it's kind of
widthwise.
stretchy, yeah.
And it's silk satin on the inside, so it's really comfy. and I made it extra spacious. Most people who bring silk sleep sacks bring these little tiny mummy-like ones, and I would feel all
That's what mine is.
claustrophobic in it. Oh yeah. So this one's really big and spacious, and it's stretchy, so I can stretch out and it'd be all comfortable. So even though I have a small pack and it looks like I have very little stuff,
You've
I
got
have
a lot of stuff.
luxury and comfort too.
You do.
And so this is both my blanket for sleeping, and last night I was in an albergue with lots and lots of people, and they didn't give us blankets, and this blanket was perfect and plenty for me last night. And then it's also a poncho for warmth.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then another thing, these things that normally tie that thing on, you know, that I put around it, they also, I can use them as ties to tie this around me. If it's like windy or cold, then I can, they act like
Oh my gosh.
a sash or a belt there. So, and actually I've worn this like out places, and
Yeah.
and for one thing, people, when they see me on the trail, they say that they thought I was Spanish because I'm wearing the traditional Basque attire. I said, well, I had no idea this was Basque attire. And then the other thing is, like I've gone out to dinner in the evening and people say, oh, you're dressed up too fancy to be on the Camino. You look so beautiful.
Well, and with your sparkles too.
So that's everything. So when I took it all apart, there's not really anything left that's like a pack.
Exactly.
Everything is usable for something. And and then this is just a bunch of nonsense. I have some extra stuff in here that I'm going to send back. I have a little tiny bottle that I was going to put shampoo or something in, and I found out I don't need my comb. I can actually comb my hair with my fingers. And then I have a bunch of extra pieces of elastic if I needed them for how to fasten my thing together. But now that I'm on day 5, I know that I don't need that stuff. And my iPhone broke yesterday, so I have to send, well, I just got a new one, so I'm going to send my old iPhone home. And so I have a bar of, this is wool wash soap in here, and so it's a special soap for washing wool, hand washing the wool, and because you have to be really gentle with it as an animal fiber. And I discovered that it's a great shampoo. So now I use that for my shampoo as well, and I use it as my body soap. So it's my wool wash, my shampoo, and my body soap. And then, so all of my like other small things actually fit in here, like my toiletry kind of things. And I have like a few essential oils and toothpaste and dental floss and stuff like that. So that's everything.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm gonna.
And actually, what I'm wearing though, I told you I'm wearing 2 pairs of leggings. I'm wearing a skirt. Then I have the long sleeve smart wool shirt on, and then I have a short sleeve. Oh, this is my pedometer. It's super handy to keep track of how far I've gone, because then I know how much farther I have to go. And so then I have a short sleeve wool shirt, which I wear the sleeves extra with it if I wish it was long sleeve. And then this is just a thin wool tank top that's made out of the same wool that I fasten the thing on my head with. So I have 3 shirts, 3 pairs of leggings, a skirt, arm warmers, leg warmers, 3 pairs of wool socks, gloves, the poncho, which is also my blanket. And I can also even wrap the sleep sheet around over my shoulders too, under the poncho if it's really cold. So I just tried to make sure I had multiple uses for everything I was bringing, and that was how I was able to make it so small.
Oh my God. And it's so elegant. I want to take another photograph of you with, now that I know how it all goes together. But oh my goodness, it's so, it looks, you know, I mean, you could be, I don't know, some I don't know, special royalty person or something.
Well, and the other thing is, there are some days if it's really cold out where I wear everything.
Right.
There's nothing else to put in the pack, and so then I just have like, you know, a little bag of some little, you know, shampoo, you know, soap and things like that. So sometimes I wear everything and don't even have a head pack on.
But then doesn't your head get cold?
Well, no, but I have those several different things, the buffs and the
those,
and they all make a good hat. Because if you put it on and then you twist it, and in fact what I do is I put my hair up, put a hair tie, I don't have a hair tie here, around it, like I put it in a loop like that, then I put the buff or whatever the thing, or my pillowcase or whatever over my head, and then I put a rubber band around here, and then I bring it back down over so my hair sticks out the top so it's not all in the way, And then I have a double layer thing, and then I like fold it up and make a, yeah. So then I have my head covered to keep it warm. And my head pack keeps my head nice and warm.
Yeah.
And if it's hot and sunny, it actually keeps it cool, because wool is actually cooling too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, if you want a tea, it's free.
Oh, thank you.
Green tea, red tea.
Okay, lovely.
Oh,
thank you so much.
you. I think this is a good time of year to come. They're not so busy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, some of the albergues are pretty busy. This one's great.
Oh, really?
Oh, and then also, do you know that people bring a rock with them to leave when they get to the?
Yes.
Yeah, so I brought a rock.
Yeah, I have a
I'm even
crystal.
carrying that. Crystal, lovely. That's great.
Wow. I'm fascinated, and thank you so much for sharing
Yeah, sure.
your pack.
You're welcome. Thanks for appreciating.